Okay, I'm not sure how well this is going to work. My iPod was dead, so I'm actually using my helmet cam. I'm not sure how good of audio or anything this has. Anyways, I'll start over on the driver's side. Actually, I'll start on the front here. I'm not sure how far I have to stand back or anything again. But here's the front of the camper. It does have a little ding. Again, these dings were before we bought it. I've never actually really looked. It looks to me like it's just a little dent. They've always put a little bit of duct tape over it. It does have an older deep cycle battery, to run everything, why it's not hooked up. My buddy did tell me that this connection is actually so that you can hook a barbecue grill right up and use your two 30-pound tanks. It does use a standard 2 5/16 inch ball. I haven't actually had this open yet this year, but back behind here is actually the window for the bedroom. Hopefully this sticker shows up pretty good. Data manufacturer 5 of 98. Gross vehicle weight 8,800 pounds. Gross axle weight rating 4,300 pounds. Yeah. The front side compartment here, a little dirty, but lots of storage underneath. We mainly use this when we go out to store the chairs and stuff like that. This is the actual slide out room. Fully electric slide. Everything on the slide works great. No problems. All the seals look like they're in decent shape still this year. Okay, now this is the area that I was telling you about that had a little bit of damage from the previous owner. What happened was they were too close to their Otter Tail power box when they put the slide out, and they basically hit the side of the power box from Otter Tail. Again, it's just all cosmetic damage. As you can tell from the backside where I showed you the photo, it absolutely affects nothing on the camper. It's just mainly, look. Couple crinkles and scratches on the outside, again from the previous owner. The back storage. This back storage actually goes underneath the bench in the kitchen area. This is mainly where we store all of our electrical and water and chalk blocks and fun stuff like that. The tires. The tires, if I remember right, are actually only 3 years old. Can't be positive about that, but if I recall correctly, they are 3 years old. At that point in time, it had new tires and the hubs and everything repacked on. So the drain for the sewer and for the gray tank, both handles are broke off, but it doesn't affect your ability to use them. Your LP line in your rear stabilizer jacks. Hot water heater. This was replaced. Not sure if they got a date on here of when it was replaced. Golly jeepers. Doesn't look like they have the date that it was replaced. Anyways, there's a really good shot of the thermocoupling unit and the pilot light and all that fun stuff. Again, it is a combination gas and electric. This is 30 amp electrical service. We do use a cheater cord to go from 110 volt 20 amp to 110 volt 30 amp. You have your city water supply connection, and you have your storage tank for water. Give you a nice view of the back side here. Backside is actually in darn near absolutely perfect shape. There is no rear hitch, you know, for pulling a boat or anything like that. But now we're to the main side. This rear door here, this is actually the entrance to the bunkhouse area. We'll get to that. It does have an awning. I've never used the awning, just probably for the plain and simple fact that I can't figure out how in the heck to get the awning straight. We took it out once and we were never able to get it to roll up properly. It does travel down the road and everything fine, but again, I'm not a mechanic, so I'm not very good at that stuff. You got your LP and electric refrigerator. You've got your LP furnace. Again, nice shot of the tires. Tires are like brand new. That's another reason why I have to kind of ask what it is that I'm asking for. 33 foot oven vent. Give you a quick panoramic here if I can. Up on top you got your air conditioner, you got your bathroom vent and all that fun stuff. I do believe that the air conditioner vent up on top is busted, but it doesn't affect the usefulness of the air conditioner at all. You'll have to apologize. The camper's been out twice already this year, so it's still in the same condition as it was when we brought it home on Sunday. This area is the master bedroom area. I believe my wife said that this is a queen-size bed. It does have cabinets on both sides of the bed. Also has overhead cabinetry. And as I stated before, you know, the front does open up if you wish. Each room has its own lighting, and as I had mentioned, it is central ducted air conditioning. It has speakers in the ceiling, naturally for the stereo. It's just a standard AM/FM cassette, but it does have an input jack, and we use that for our iPod. Down lower on the shelf, it actually has an AC/DC input, spot for a cigarette lighter, and your cable jack for your antenna. Again, I believe that is an analog antenna. Nice blue little chair, matches all the carpeting. Jackknife sofa. The sofa does fold up so you can put storage underneath, and it also does fold out into a bed. So that makes for some additional sleeping. You got your dinette area. As you know, I have three young kids, and they're not always the cleanest on the face of the earth, but again, this table actually would fold down along with the benches to form more sleeping area. You got nice cabinetry, the microwave oven. The range hood looks like it needs a new screw shot in there, but the microwave does work excellent. Nice storage. Just turn the electric pump on for the water pump. Water works good. Pump works good. The only foul on this is that for some reason the indicators don't like to work all the time. Like, I believe my tank is actually full, but it says 2/3 of fresh. My toilet tank better be empty, and the sink and shower water shows empty. They don't always like to work right. You have your switch back here for your hot water heater. And I was telling you about the fridge and the freezer. Pay special attention to what the thermostat says inside of this freezer. 2.7 degrees. halfway decent freezer. This is actually a lot larger freezer and fridge than what you typically get. Nice size fridge. Yeah, looks pretty good when the only thing you got left in the fridge is beer, right? Okay, the fridge temperature right now is 25 degrees. It is a very, very, very cold fridge and freezer. You got a little pantry area. Hang clothes or whatever. My wife basically uses this for food storage when we're actually using the camper. Tiny bathroom. Serves its purposes. Again, ducted air. It's got its own vent. Bathtub. Now this is what I was telling you about. This is the part that would need to be replaced. This has actually happened over the winter. This is actually cracked and started to come off, but it's something that's as simple as a little bit of silicone, sink, cabinet, toilet, heat vent. It's actually a pretty decent little camper. And then we move back into the bunkhouse. Kids have been in here playing. Got all the kids stuff. Little closet. Got a bed. This table actually folds out into a little work area, and this also exposes the hot water heater behind here. Got lots of drawers for clothes and everything else. Another vent. They got their own windows. I think I pretty much covered everything. Let me see if I... Okay, I do have matches in here. I'll light up the stove here. You can see the stove works great. It's a gas stove. Air inlet for the furnace. And your controls. Right now everything is set it off. What I will do first is I will kick in the furnace. It's pretty hot in here. Let's see, the temperature right now inside is 87 degrees inside and 73 outside. So I'll kick on the furnace first. High heat. And I'll kick it up. I think there's like a 60-second delay fuse protection from the time. Okay, furnace blower's kicking in. Okay, don't know if you can hear it or not, but the furnace just kicked in. You've got vents strategically positioned throughout the camper. I'll kick that out. And as soon as that cools down, I'll kick in the air conditioner. Okay, I now have the air conditioner running. I'm actually in the process of changing the furnace filter, so there actually is a plastic grate that goes up above here. Not sure if you can hear it or not, but the compressor just kicked in. Air conditioner hasn't been used yet this year. Feels like nice cold air coming out of there. I can't guarantee whether or not that in a year or so it won't need a recharge, but yeah, basically, as you can see, everything works pretty good. As far as flaws and defects go, I showed you the one in the bathroom. There's some minor damage there from my children throwing softballs. Again, little cracking of the molding. The drapery system in these campers isn't the best. I do need to mount this back up. The screws actually did come out. Small hole here, and back in the kids area there is a small hole in the ceiling, but as you can see, there's no obvious water damage. This does fold down into another bunk. The exit from the bunkhouse. Again, you would need to make sure that if you were worried about locks, you're going to have to get the locks on all the side compartments and everything replaced. But I hope you enjoyed the quick little video tour. If you have any questions or anything, please make sure you get back to me. Thanks.